that we are the ones in control of our digital lives. We curate our feeds. We tell the machine what we like, what we hate, and what keeps us engaged. But an algorithm is just a reflection, a mirror trying desperately to show you what it thinks you want to see. But what happens when the mirror shatters? What happens when you strip away the mainstream, bypass the polished content, and slip straight through the cracks of the interface? Welcome to the bottom of the server, a place the internet has quietly dubbed the Farlands. When the system loses track of your preferences, it enters a state of panic. It stops feeding you human content and starts pulling from the digital graveyard. Unindexed drafts, corrupted files, synthetic hallucinations generated by machines that were never meant to be seen by human eyes. Things that don't make sense, absurd, disjointed nightmares. A man mutating into an animal. Clowns trapped in endless degrading loops. It feels less like a social media app and more like a psychological endurance test. You aren't just looking at weird videos. You are watching a neural network break down in real time. It is grasping at straws, projecting its own corrupted data back at you, testing your boundaries to see what will finally make you look away. And the most unsettling part? When you find yourself staring into the absolute darkest corners of the Farlands, eventually, the Farlands start staring back. If you try to Google this, you won't find anything. The search results are completely dry, like the internet is actively trying to hide it. But if you dig around the deeper forums, you eventually find this small tucked away subreddit called r/TikTok Farlands. And right at the top, there's a post from a user named DragonGold3011. The title literally says, "The True Farlands." Once you see this, there's no going back. When you actually watch the video, it's just pure chaos. It's this massive glitching grid of black and white videos overlapping and cutting into each other in these weird broken loops. The audio sounds like a blown out speaker, and there's random static text flickering on the screen. It doesn't even feel like a glitch. It feels intentionally creepy. People on the forum call this Layer 1. It's basically the gateway. It's what happens when the TikTok algorithm completely breaks down and starts throwing raw, corrupted files onto your feed to see how long you'll stay trapped looking at it. But according to the people who have been stuck in this subreddit for months, Layer 1 is just the start. The deeper layers get way more unsettling. And that's when you hit the actual wall of Layer 2, an account called Lithuania County. When you scroll through their page, the vibe completely shifts. There are no trends, no talking, no life. Just a wall of pitch black thumbnails and sketchy low-quality footage of abandoned houses, dead trees in the dead of night, and shaky flashlight beams pointing at things that shouldn't be there. But if you look closer, a dark pattern starts to emerge. This isn't just an ARG or an indie horror project. People on r/TikTok Farlands started cross-referencing the coordinates hinted at in the captions. They discovered that the outdoor locations in these videos perfectly match real-world cold cases and unexplained disappearances. The shaky flashlight isn't just scanning random woods, it's retracing the exact final steps of people who vanished into thin air. The theories on the forums are spiraling into a massive rabbit hole. Some think the account belongs to a rogue archivist, dumping corrupted police evidence directly onto the server. Others believe something way worse, that the algorithm didn't just find these videos. The algorithm is actively generating them using satellite feeds and missing persons data to build a digital map of places where people go to disappear. Look at the views. Some of these blank, void-like videos have hundreds of thousands of clicks, but the comment sections are completely wiped every few hours. It's like an automated cleanup script is running in the background, deleting the coordinates people drop before the surface web can find out where these clips are actually being filmed. You aren't just looking at a creepy aesthetic page anymore. You're looking at a digital graveyard. And as the community realized, once you engage with Lithuania County's feed, the algorithm knows you're watching, which means you're officially unlocked for Layer 3, where the Farlands stops being an online mystery and starts bleeding into your actual reality.